You can always make a connection between Portugal, Brazil, and England, a good connection, even celebrated several times. The Queen has been here in Lisbon in the 1960s, and at that time, they were celebrating the 600 years of union between Portugal and the United Kingdom. 600 years. So let's go back to the age of discoveries. Portugal and Spain were pioneers in exploring the globe, but England came right after, to have colonies and trade. It dominated a good part of Africa, India, even Australia. In North America it lost the 13 colonies, which became the United States, but kept Canada. Other countries sided with France, Spain, and England, which always had a strong connection with Portugal. This park in Lisbon is in tribute to the King, son of Queen Victoria. Even the Portuguese flag used to be blue and white. Later, it became green and red, and in Brazil, Dom Pedro, during independence, ordered the soldiers to throw away the Portuguese ties and adopted the color green, which belonged to his family, Bragança. And Portugal only changed to green and red after removing the king from power, already in the 20th century. The first flag of Portugal had the blue cross. Later, this cross was formed by shields, from each Moorish king they defeated, and within them the 5 wounds of Christ, because in one of these battles Jesus appeared to Dom Afonso and performed a miracle, because the Moorish army was much larger. And the castles they were taking are in the red shield. These are the 7 castles of the conquered cities. Which cities and castles? There are people who say that they are the 7 castles in the south of Portugal, the last place where the Arabs were expelled. Others say that they are the cities of Coimbra, Óbidos, Santarém, Lisbon, Palmela, Ourique and Évora. Behind all this is the terrestrial globe, symbol of Portuguese discoveries, the armillary sphere. When the monarchy ended, the Republicans wanted to erase the symbols. Portugal's colors changed to green and red. The monarchical flag had the colors white and blue, until 1900. In the center 5 blue shields of the Portucalans county and Dom Afonso Henriques, the first king of Portugal, who reigned 42 years. And this one is the last one, Dom Manuel II. He was Manuel II, because we had the famous, fortunate Dom Manuel I, during the navigation period. But there is almost nothing about Dom Manuel II here, statues, monuments, that kind of thing. For several reasons. He was the last, but he only stayed as king for 2 years. It was a time when no one wanted the monarchy anymore. They killed his father, King Dom Carlos, and his older brother, who were in this car that is in the coach museum, next door, and has bullet holes. It was the murder of the king. It even has a name, in the same way that there is genocide. When they kill the king it is regicide. The statue of Dom Carlos is in front of the Palácio da Ajuda. He was killed along with his son, D. Luís Felipe de Bragança, legitimate successor of Dom Carlos I. He was alive for 20 minutes longer than his father, so it went down in history as the shortest reign. There his brother Dom Manuel II took over. The Ajuda Palace was only completed in this century and now the crown jewels are there. Here in Portugal the Republic was proclaimed in 1910. Dom Manuel went to England and still has living descendants, Dom Duarte, Duke of Bragança, who is a little here, a little in Rio de Janeiro. The British Empire was the largest in land area and was the main world power. In 1920, the British Empire dominated a quarter of the world's population, which is why English is the most spoken language. And a very interesting expression shows how they were the masters of the world. The sun never sets on the British Empire, because they were present all over the world, and Portugal continues to be the British people's beach. There is a lot of history in this Portugal-England relationship. Now the king is Charles III, but King Charles II had a Portuguese wife who became Queen, Catherine of Bragança. She was the one who made tea a habit in England. But, the last queen, Elizabeth, liked port wine. She used to say, "This wine is good for having a glass at night and sleeping." Portugal also had an English queen. She was born in England and married the King of Portugal, Dom John I. It was at that time the idea of signing a treaty between the countries. The Queen was very generous with the Portuguese people and was buried that way, holding hands.